Hey, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone for teaching me this truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect on the highways and byways pushing this truth. It's your brother Rabbi Knapp coming out with a lesson, Lord willing, it's edifying. It's the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5 and 1. It says, "Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors." Yes, we're going to stand in great boldness in the face of those that afflicted us so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. We're going to stand in great boldness, man. We're going to bring up the name of Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai. We're going to cast all these idols. We're going to cast them down, man. Especially the biggest idol, Jesus Christ. Okay? But the ones that afflicted us, who afflicted us? Who afflicted the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans? Okay? That's what you need to be thinking about in these last days. That's the million-dollar question. Who afflicted the children of Israel? Okay? You don't know who put you Negroes in slavery. If you don't know who the conquistadors are, man, you don't know how you got here. Okay? You don't know the Portuguese, the Spanish, the Italians, the Britons, all of them are the same people. Okay? Then you ain't gonna know who the righteous man who's standing up in great boldness, speaking out against all this wicked ass society. Okay? It's the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5 and 2. "When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for." Yeah, they're gonna think it's strange when you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans get brought up into these UFOs, man. That's gonna be the strangeness of your salvation, because the whole time they didn't believe that y'all were the children of Israel, okay? And you don't believe it either. So majority of you are gonna get put to death down here on the earth with everybody else. Okay, but the elect, the righteous man who is standing up in great boldness, they're gonna get it brought up in great boldness, man. It's gonna be strange to these other nations, your salvation. All right. Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 3, "And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision in a proverb of reproach." Yeah, they're gonna be thinking like, hey, are these them niggas, them spicks? Huh? Them savages that we conquered a long time ago? They're the children, they're the righteous. Those are the saints. Yeah, those are the saints, man. Put your hands on the apple of the Lord's eye. And you're gonna have to pay for that, okay? And you can't say because, you know, I didn't do it. I didn't own any slaves. Like, what's his name? Say he didn't own any slaves. I can't even think of his damn name, man. Let me find out who said that. Fucking, it's off the tip of my tongue. Did he say I didn't own any slaves? No. He didn't say I didn't own any slaves. He said that the white people who didn't own any slaves, they shouldn't have to pay reparations. No, you gotta pay reparations, okay? You gotta pay reparations for what your nation has done. Okay, that's how the Lord judges, man. Okay? Matter of fact, let me grab that piece. I can't even think of his name. But Lord willing to come to me. The book of Exodus 34 and 7. "Keeping mercy for thousands, forgiving iniquity and transgression and sin, and that will be, it's a lot, and that will by no means clear the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children and upon the children's children unto the third and fourth generation. So you got to pay for that, man. The Lord requires that. Upon the children, upon the children's children until the fourth generation, man. Okay? So technically what that's saying is you are your forefathers, okay? So even though you might have not have owned slaves, you did something as a damn Edomite, man. That's what you were created to do. It might not have been slavery. You might have went all the way back to Babylon when you were helping the children of Israel, helping the Babylonians take over the children of Israel. And you got to pay for that, okay? You might have skipped the slave trade era, but then you were persecuting during the Babylonian time. You were persecuting in 70 AD, okay? You did something, believe that. If you were a damn Edomite. The Lord wouldn't have created you as such if that wasn't the case. You got to pay for the sins of your forefathers. You got to pay for the sins of George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, Thomas Jefferson, okay? Martin Luther, taking shit in and out the Bible, man. You got to pay for that, all right? And never mind the unknown Edomites that walk around here proud and shit. This shit y'all did behind closed doors that you think no one saw it. You got to pay for those sins too. All right. Hey, how you doing? Do you read the Bible at all? No, I don't. You should read the Bible. It's an excellent book. It's a good book about showing you the future about this place, man, that you walking in. He don't want to hear nothing about the Bible, but the Bible got something he needs to hear, man. Every nation needs to hear what the Bible is truly talking about. Why is this book sold more than any other book in all the world? Wouldn't you want to know what's in this Bible? Wouldn't you want to know what's the truth is? Okay? You would want to know it. Or maybe you don't care. Maybe you just want shit to come happen to you unexpectedly. Okay? Sudden, like a thief in the night. But guess what? It's gonna happen like that. Okay? It's gonna happen like a thief in the night. Okay? So whether you hear or forbear, it's gonna happen, man. It's the Book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 4. We fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor. Yeah, you thought it was madness, man. You thought it was madness to come out here on the highways and byways and stay out on the middle of the street, proclaiming to be Israel, man. Proclaiming to be a son of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Denouncing the so-called white man Jesus Christ. Okay? You thought that was madness, man. Y'all are gonna be rulers forever, perpetually over us. You crazy, man? Do you know what we did to your forefathers, man? We laughed at your forefathers. We mocked them, man. We mocked you. So run along, little nigga, and go smoke your weed. That's what they think, man. Go bust a gun. Go listen to some rap. Go dance. You know? Go put out an album or something. Go bounce a basketball. Okay? But there's gonna come a time where there's gonna be an end of that. Then we're gonna be ruling with scepters and rods, and that's gonna be a rigorous rulership, man. Just like Esau puts when he shows the Egyptians hauling bricks, and you got the Egyptians, you know, hitting them with whips. That's gonna be you, Esau. You're gonna be turning bricks into stones. You're gonna be working hard, man. You're gonna be sweating. You're gonna be in the sun. Okay? You're gonna be red, man. You're gonna be red. Bright red. So there ain't gonna be no excuse as to who's an Edomite in the new kingdom, man. All right? You're gonna fulfill prophecy. It's the Book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5 and verse 5. How is he numbered among the children of the Most High, and his lot is among the saints? Yeah, his lot is among the saints, man. How is it? Because it's the Lord, man. The Lord chose a vessel for dishonor and a vessel for honor. Okay? He's the potter. We're just the clay. And We're down here to do his will. That's all we can do. It's the book of Deuteronomy 32:1. Give ear, O ye heavens, and I will speak, and hear, O earth, the words of my mouth. My doctrine shall drop as the rain. My speech shall distill as the dew, as the small rain upon the tender herb, and as the showers upon the grass, okay? Yeah, so this doctrine's gonna be going out, man. Just like the rain, man, just like the dew. It's gonna hit all corners of the earth. This is the gospel that's gonna be preached, and then the end shall come. And it's already going out. It's on the internet. We putting this on the internet. This is free wisdom. And this is for the elect. This is to feed the sheep. We ain't feeding everybody, man. Fuck everybody else, man. Okay? This is just for the Lord's elect. That's it. For them to hear it, for them to get it, man. So they can eat. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4 and verse 26. I call heaven and earth to witness against you this day, that ye shall soon utterly perish from off the land whereunto ye go over Jordan to possess it. You shall not prolong your days upon it, but shall utterly be destroyed. Hey, brother, you read the Bible? Moab don't read the Bible, man. Stop lying. Book of Deuteronomy. Hey, brother, you read the Bible? Deuteronomy 30:19. I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore choose life, that both thou and thy seed may live. Yeah, you gotta choose life, man. You gotta choose life. You gotta choose following the law, statutes, and commandments, man. You know, the Lord didn't make these commandments so you could just follow Esau's laws and you don't follow the Lord's laws, man. But that's what this world does. This world makes the words of the Lord vain, and you're supposed to hearken unto man's laws. Okay? You're supposed to hearken on to Esau's law, man. Well, Esau's laws, man, ain't gonna be above this law right here, and it never was. He's done everything he could to exalt himself, but he's gonna be a base. Okay? Matter of fact, let's jump over to Micah. Jump over to Micah. Can't even get it, man. The book of Micah chapter 5 and verse 7. And the remnant of Jacob shall be in the midst of many people, as a dew from the Lord, as the powers upon the grass, that tarrieth not for man, nor waiteth for the sons of men. And the remnant of Jacob shall be among the Gentiles, in the midst of many people, as a lion among the beasts of the forest, as a young lion among the flocks of sheep. Who, if he go through, both treadeth down and teareth in pieces, and none can deliver. Okay? Yeah, just like a lion among sheep, man. Jake's gonna be tearing you heathen apart, man. Okay? Right now, you think they're the prey, but then the prey is gonna become the predator. Okay? And then you're gonna become the prey. Because in that time, the Lord's gonna extol his creature with spiritual abilities that can't be tested, that can't be matched. Okay, just like a lion and a sheep is no match for a lion, man. Okay, as a matter of fact, a sheep is the perfect example of a prey because it needs its shepherd. Okay? And you heathen don't have no shepherd, man. Okay? You got no shepherd. So you really the prey. The Lord had to really abase Israel to put this damn devil above us, man. He had to really, that's a miracle within itself. Okay? This dude was a caveman, man. And if he can exalt a damn caveman and clean that damn devil up, put a suit and tie on him, give him a language that he can speak, then imagine what he can do with his children, man. Esau's a low-level creature, man. Spiritually, he's nothing, man. Now in this world, yes, okay, he got it all. The Lord made sure he got everything he could possibly ask for, okay? But then he gonna take all that away from him. So enjoy it while it lasts. Enjoy this concrete. Enjoy all this pollution, okay? All this crime, all this wickedness. Eat your pork, okay? Swallow it down and enjoy it. Because after that, you're going into slavery, okay? Matter of fact, what I want to get, let me go into my notes real quick. Let's go into, book of Numbers, chapter 20, and verse number 14. And Moses sent messengers from Kadesh unto the king of Edom. Thus saith thy brother Israel, thou knowest all the travail that have befallen us, how our fathers went down into Egypt, and we have dwelt in Egypt a long time. And the Egyptians vexed us and our fathers. Okay. And when we cried unto the Lord Yahweh, he heard our voice and sent an angel and have brought us forth out of Egypt. And behold, we are in Kadesh, a city in the uttermost of thy border. Let us pass, I pray thee, through thy country. We will not pass through the fields or through the vineyards, neither will we drink of the water of the wells. We will go by the king's highway. We will not turn to the right hand nor to the left until we have passed thy borders. And Edom said unto him, thou shalt not pass by me, lest I come out against thee with the sword. Okay? You see that? Okay. He said we can't come past his land when we just came out of slavery, man. We just came out of Egypt. Esau said, you can't pass through his land unless he's going to come at you with the sword. Okay? And that's a trait of the so-called white man, too. Not too long ago, there was a Jake knocking on the wrong door. Esau shot through the door and killed the kid because he don't want you trespassing on his property. Okay? So that, when Esau does that, that's him showing you who he truly is. Okay? He got biblical characteristics showing you that he's the devil, all right? It's the book of Numbers 20 and 19. And the children of Israel said unto him, we will go by the highway, and if I and my cattle drink of thy water, then I will pay for it. I will only, without doing anything else, go through on my feet. And he said, thou shalt not go through. And Edom came out against him with much people and with a strong hand. Thus Edom refused to give Israel passage through his border, wherefore Israel turned away from him. And the children of Israel, even the whole congregation, journeyed from Kadesh and came unto Mount Hor. So the point is, Edom didn't let you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans pass through his lands after you just came out of slavery in Egypt, okay? Because this is that perpetual hatred. He hated you then, he hates you now, man. And he hated you all between there. Then after that, we had to fight them You had to fight the Amalekites. Okay? They were trying to destroy the hindermost part of us, man. Exodus the 17th chapter. Matter of fact, let's go jump here. First thing as soon as we came out of there, we had to meet Amalek. The book of Exodus 17 and 8, then came Amalek and fought with Israel in Rephidim. And Moses said unto Joshua, choose us out men and go out, fight with Amalek. Tomorrow I will stand on the top of the hill with the rod of God in my hand. So Joshua did as Moses had said to him and fought with Amalek. And Moses, Aaron, and Hur went up to the top of the hill. And it came to pass when Moses held up his hand that Israel prevailed, and when he let down his hand, Amalek prevailed. But Moses' hands were heavy, and they took a stone and put it under him, and he sat thereon, and Aaron and Hur stayed up his hands. One on the one side and the other on the other side, and his hands were steady until the going down of the sun. And Joshua discomfited Amalek and his people with the edge of the sword. And the Lord said unto Moses, write this for a memorial in a book, and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua, for I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. And Moses built an altar and called the name of it Yahweh Nissi. For he said, because the Lord hath sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. Okay? So the Lord got war with Amalek from generation to generation, man. Okay? Showing you that the Lord got enemies out here, man. And if you ain't serving the Lord, you probably an enemy of the Lord too. And the Lord's gonna put your ass to death for that too. Because you like following these false gods, man. All right? Now the Lord is a merciful power. He's a loving spirit. Go. Idiot. Go. Go. Look at this damn fool, man. Esau is whatever, man. Amalek. Yeah, so you're gonna have war with Amalek from generation to generation. He told you in Exodus 15 and 3. That's Exodus 17. Let's jump back a few chapters. Book of Exodus chapter 15, verse number 3. The Lord is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. Yeah, see, he's a man of war. Yahweh is his name, man. And not only that, right after that, who's he going to war with? He's going to war with Amalek. And he said he's going to keep having war with him. That's why Amalek, who's in the land, who's that bastard in Ashdod, he constantly going to war. Right now, he's dealing with the his Hezbollah. Before he had a 7-year or 4-year war, something like that. It's always been war in that area, man. Okay. Exodus 15 and 4, Pharaoh's chariots and his hosts have he cast into the sea. His chosen captains also are drowned in the Red Sea. The depths have covered them. They sank into the bottom as a stone. And that's how we're going to knock this place down too, man. They sank to the bottom as a stone. See, when the Lord say he got enemies, but he got receipts on what he does to his enemies, all right? He puts his enemies to death, okay? That's why Pharaoh's chariots are still at the bottom of the Red Sea. What do you think he's going to do with Esau's kingdom? Okay? He got all these missiles, all these big, huge military. Our Lord's going to cast all that bullshit down, man. Show you who's really in power. Okay? Because our Lord is the most powerful thing out here, man. Is your God going to save you during the time? I think not. Because all these gods are idols, man. All right? Look at Esau stuck in the middle of the road, man. Esau stuck in the middle of the road. And that's what it is, Esau. Esau can't move, man. Esau can't move. And so these Edomites always had war with us, man. We can never forget this. Your history, Israel, you need to read it for yourself, man. The book of wisdom, 1 Ezra 4 and 40, 42. Then said the king unto him, ask what thou wilt more than is appointed in the writing, and we will give it thee, because thou art found wisest, and thou shalt sit next me, that shall be called my cousin. Then said he unto the king, remember thy vow which thou hast vowed to build Jerusalem in the day when thou camest to thy kingdom, and to send away all the vessels that were taken away out of Jerusalem, which Cyrus set apart, when he vowed to destroy Babylon, and to send them again thither. Thou also hast vowed to build up the temple which the Edomites burned when Judea was made desolate by the Chaldees. Okay, so the Edomites burned the first temple, man. All right, going back to the Babylonian time. As a matter of fact, let's see if I can grab. I think what's that? End of let's see, is that the end of Isaiah or the end of Jeremiah, I believe? Let me read the last chapter of Jeremiah. The book of Jeremiah 52, and I'll start at 3. For through the anger of the Lord Yahweh it came to pass in Jerusalem and Judah, till he had cast them out from his presence, that Zedekiah rebelled against the king of Babylon. And it came to pass in the 9th year of his reign, in the 10th month, in the 10th day of the month, that Nebuchadrezzar, king of Babylon, came, he and all his army, against Jerusalem, and pitched against it, and built forts against it round about. So the city was besieged until the 11th year of King Zedekiah. In the 4th month, and the 9th day of the month, the famine was sore in the city, so that there was no bread for the people of the land. Then the city was broken up, and all the men of war fled, and went forth out of the city by night by the way of the gate between the two walls, which was by the king's garden. Now the Chaldeans were by the city round about, and they went by the way of the plain. But the army of the Chaldeans pursued after the king, and overtook Zedekiah in the plains of Jericho, and all his army was scattered from him. Then they took the king, carried him up unto the king of Babylon to Riblah, in the land of Hamath, where he gave judgment upon him. And the king of Babylon slew the sons of Zedekiah before his eyes. He slew also the princes of Judah in Riblah. Then he put out the eyes of Zedekiah, and the king of Babylon bound him in chains and carried him to Babylon and put him in prison till the day of his death. Now in the 5th month and the 10th day of the month, which was the 19th year, Nebuchadrezzar, king of Babylon, came Nebuzaradan, captain of the guard, which served the king of Babylon, into Jerusalem, and burned the house of the Lord and the king's house and all the houses of Jerusalem and all the houses of the great men burned he with fire. And all the army of the Chaldeans that were with the captain of the guard break down all the walls of Jerusalem round about. And Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard, carried away captive certain of the poor of the people, and the residue of the people that remained in the city, and those that fell away, that fell to the king of Babylon and the rest of the multitude. Long story short, man, that was Edomites teaming up with the Babylonians to take down Israel, man. So they all got to pay for that, man. Okay? Ain't nobody not guilty, man, of persecuting the children of Israel. Okay? All you heathen are going into slavery for that. And that's why I'm out here, to proclaim it. All right? You want to proclaim these things, man. Make sure all y'all hear, man. Make sure you clean your ears out when you watch this, when you hear this, man. So you can get all the words. I didn't know it was going to be this hot. Allowed me to get out here early, man. So I'm gonna get this work in early, get this word in early. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 9 and 1. In the first year of Darius, the son of Ahasuerus, of the seed of the Medes, which was made king over the realm of the Chaldeans. In the first year of his reign, I, Daniel, understood by books the number of the years whereof the word of the Lord Yahweh came to Jeremiah the prophet, that he would accomplish 70 years in the desolations of Jerusalem. So he's talking about 70 years, man. We're going to be in captivity. Okay. And then captivity with Babylon. And then Cyrus was going to allow us to go back and rebuild the temple. Okay, fulfilling that prophecy. This is what Daniel's talking about. And I set my face unto the Lord Yahweh power to seek by prayer and supplications with fasting and sackcloth and ashes. And I prayed unto the Lord my power and made my confessions and said, O Lord, the great and dreadful God, keeping the covenant and mercy to them that love him and to them that keep his commandments. Yeah, to them that keep his commandments. Not everyone's keeping the Lord's commandments, man. Okay? Not everyone keeps the Lord's commandments. The Lord said he's going to be saving those who kept the commandments. That's why you don't see everybody on the highways and byways teaching the word. Daniel 9 and 4, and I prayed unto the Lord my power and made my confession and said, O Lord, the great and dreadful power, keeping the covenant and mercy to them that love him and to them that keep his commandments. Okay? Who did he make a covenant with? He only made a covenant with Israel. He didn't make a covenant with all these damn heathen, man. Contrary to popular belief, okay? And he gave his commandments to who? Israel. We have sinned and have committed iniquity and have done wickedly and have rebelled, even by departing from thy precepts and from thy judgments. All right? This is how you repent, man. You got to take ownership for the sins you already committed in this life, the past life, and the sins you haven't committed. Then you got to start following the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability, because you're still going to sin, man. That's why the Lord put you in these chains of darkness, just to make sure you go off. So anyone telling you you can't follow the law, statutes, and commandments to its perfection, he's not lying. But you still got to do it. You still got to follow the law. You're still not supposed to eat pork. All right? You got to grow a beard, but those things will come with time, man. Get in here, serve the Lord, man. Read, learn about your power, man. All those things are going to be added unto you. Just like in the book of Acts when they were complaining about circumcising the Gentiles, man. That same premise applies to us today. We're not going to put the burden of the law on anyone just getting into this truth. That's a burden. You might fall out the truth to that, man. You know? It's the book of Daniel chapter 9 and 6. Neither, Salakia 7, O Lord, righteousness belongeth unto thee, but unto us confusion of faces. As at this day to the men of Judah and the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and unto all Israel that are near and that are far off, through all the countries whither thou hast driven them, because of their trespass that they have trespassed against thee. Yeah, confusion of faces, man, going into us being confused on who we are, man. All right? But the Lord's going to lift that veil up, man. Then it's going to be known who the Lord's dealing with, man. Who are his chosen? Who's the true Israelites? What tribe we're from? The Judah, the Benjamin, the Levi's, the Simeon, the Zebulon. Our identity. All right? It's going to be known then. That's what the Lord's coming back to bring us, man. That's part of the gifts. What he allowed you to know in this time, man, take that and hold on to that. Whatever gifts he gave you during this time, during this lifetime. Okay? You can look on this sign and see you a part of the tribe. That's just supposed to be a token of your faith, man. Okay? Because the deeper you get into it, you realize you don't know what tribe we're from, man. Okay? You don't know what tribe we're from. You can't just look at a man and be like, oh, your father was an Edomite. Your father don't even know. He might not even be an Edomite. You might think he's an Edomite. Okay? Those are those confusion of faces. The Lord's going to clean all that up. Just as well as you see a black person walk down the street, it's the same thing as you see a white person, man. You don't know where either of them come from. Only difference is the spirit that's in them. If they can receive this knowledge, that's a token, because this word's only for the elect anyways. Okay, a lot of Israel, 2/3 of Israel is not going to get this word if you told them. If you beat it into them, they ain't going to get it, man. Because they've been appointed to death. All right, and they got to fulfill prophecy. The Lord didn't create these lots of judgment for no one to fulfill them. Okay? Daniel 9 and 8, O Lord, to us belongeth confusion of face, to our kings, to our princes, and to our fathers, because we have sinned against thee. Yeah, because we have sinned against thee. We didn't follow the law, statutes, and commandments. Now we got confusion of faces. Okay? That's part of our transgressions of the law. All right? That's what happens. Choose this day the blessing or the curse, man. We chose the curse. Okay? To the Lord our power belong mercies and forgiveness, though we have rebelled against him. Yeah, and we continue to rebel against him to this day. How do you rebel? You rebel by not coming back to your nationality. You rebel by not following the law, statutes, and commandments. Bucking up against the word, that's rebellion. Okay? Rebellion is like witchcraft, man. It's a sin, and you must not suffer a sin a witch to live. Okay? Rebelling against the Lord is going to get you put to death out here, man. So why don't you humble yourself down and take heed, man, to what's going on out here. and receive this truth. But a lot of y'all can't receive any type of truth. There's some people, you just can't tell them shit. They gotta die. They gotta learn by death by pain. Okay? That's just how it is. It's the book of Daniel 9 and 10. Neither have we obeyed the voice of the Lord our power to walk in his laws, his statutes, his commandments, which he set before us by his servants, the prophets. And he's doing it again. He's setting them before you again. Okay? Stretching out his arm through his servants, the prophets. And you still not hearkening unto the word. He'll set them up. He'll put them all over the planet, man. He'll set them up, man. Wherever he wants them, just so they can run into your ass and rebuke your ass and tell you about these law, statutes, and commandments, and tell you who your Lord is, man. All right? Who your power is. Who everyone's trying to take away from you, man. They bound your power up, man. Now that power's being released because it can't be bound. Okay? Because when you bound something, you technically have control over it. But the Lord did all of that, man. The Lord has control over everything now. That's why he kept a remnant. A remnant that wasn't going to fall all the way over to the left-hand side like the rest of y'all. That we're going to wake up in these last days. That's mercy from the Lord. That we got this truth, man. Okay? And having that knowledge, we know that we got to do something with it. That wasn't just given. It's not easily accepted. You got to be humble. You got to understand a lot of people are not going to get the word, man. Okay? Not boast and get proud because you got the word, man. To remain humble and be a servant unto the Lord. Using him as an example. He had all the power, man. And he was the most humble. Here it is, you ain't got no spiritual power, but you proud. Okay? That's gonna catch up with you. The Lord don't like the proud, man. All right? It's the book of Daniel, chapter 9 and 11. Yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law. Okay, all Israel. So everybody from the tribes, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All of you transgressed the law. Just like Esau, Edom. Okay? Going back to the beginning. Esau, you did something, man, that you got to pay for. Same thing with the nation of Israel. There's no difference. Daniel 9 and 11, yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law, even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore the curse is poured upon us. Okay? Yeah, the curse is poured upon us, man. Okay? We're not cursed as a people, but we're going through the curses, man. And the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of God, because we have sinned against him. Yeah. Talking about Moses. Moses is the one that he used to give us the law. Okay? To bind us into covenant with the Lord. Daniel 9 and 12, and he hath confirmed his words which he spake against us. And he has confirmed his words. Then he put y'all in slavery, fulfilling Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. Then he scattered you throughout all nations, confirming Deuteronomy 28, 64. Don't you go to your enemies for the one of all things? Okay, what's that? Deuteronomy 28 and 45 or 46, somewhere around there. Didn't he confirm these curses? Didn't he say they were going to be a sign for you? That's how I got back in the truth. I learned that the Negroes went on slave ships. And that made me wake up to learn that that's what was going to happen to the children of Israel. So that was a sign unto me to really hearken and diligently seek this, like the Church of Berea. Search the scriptures to find out if these things were true. Go in the blue letter to see if by means redeemed. Okay? Start looking at your teachers with a critical eye. Why are they teaching you lies? Start backing away from all these lies, man. Okay? Then you start sharpening your sword. Okay? You're going to remember the things that confused you, and that's going to help you go fight and help one of your brothers out, man, that are caught up in this mess that Israel got to clean up, man. We're the ones fighting these demons, man. There's a lot of demons out here. Hey, brother, what's your nationality? What's your nationality? See, Israel won't even talk. They're scared, man. Scared for no reason. You know? And these are the same people that's supposed to help you. You know? They go work somewhere. That's what I mean. No one can help you but the Lord, man. All right? He could have learned something about his nationality, but he's probably a Puerto Rican, probably a Dominican. He's lost, okay? He don't know that there's a judgment coming to Babylon and he's going to be destroyed with it for the lack of knowledge. So book of Daniel chapter 9 and 12, and he confirmed his words which he spake against us and against our judges that judged us, by bringing upon us a great evil. For under the whole heaven have not been done as have been done upon Jerusalem. Okay? Under this whole heaven, the Israelites went through the worst. Okay? And the Lord made sure you went through the worst. For two things. To show you a sign of who you are in the last days, and make Esau scared and shaking in his bed, man. Because he's going to get paid double. Okay? He's going to fulfill that. All these curses are going to come upon your enemies. So he gotta exceed what happened to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And a lot happened to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay? That's why they walk around here. They don't know shit. They go to this stupid ass school, North Shore Community College. They don't learn shit. Okay? They ain't got no knowledge for them, man. They probably teaching them about dinosaur eggs and dissecting frogs and shit. Wasting their time. You need to be dissecting this book. Okay? Dissecting these scriptures. Dissecting all of these lies, man. Coming up out of this world, separating yourself from this place. Okay? So Esau and the so-called white man don't come around putting your ass to death with their sword. For trespassing. Because he thinks this land is his, so he gonna try to put your ass to death because of that, man. You on his land, you drinking his water. You won't go from the left or the right. He don't care about none of that shit. When he sees a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American walking, he wants to put their ass to death, man. All right? Let me keep going. It's the book of Daniel, chapter 9 and 13. As it is written in the law of Moses, all this evil is come upon us. Yet made we not our prayer. Yet made we not our prayer before the Lord, Yahweh our power, that we might turn from our iniquities and understand thy truth. Okay. Yeah, we gotta turn from our iniquities to understand this truth. Excuse me, what's your nationality? What's your nationality? What's your nationality?
I'm from
Where? Dominican. Okay. Congo. Okay. Hey, I just want to tell you, you read the Bible? Well, the Bible, I just want to tell you, there was a seed line the promises were given to, right? It went to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Did you know that? Well, I just want to tell you that the Lord has children that are scattered throughout all the earth. Okay? Or everywhere. Dominican, the Republic of Congo, everywhere in Africa, Europe, everywhere, okay? And he has a blessing for his children. All these blessings that are in this Bible are for the children of Israel. Well, a lot of us don't know that we're the children of Israel. You call yourself, you think you're from the Republic of Congo, right? Well, who named that republic? Do you know what Africa is named after? It's named after a white man named Scipio Africanus. Well, why are you calling yourself African? You understand? That's a Greek. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of our people don't know who they are. Going back to these to the blessings and the curses that are in this Bible. And that's what I just wanted to share with you. Look for yourself. This Bible is only for the children of Israel. Who are the children of Israel? See, we got to live by faith because it was a curse that he was going to take a nationality. The Lord was going to, because we didn't follow the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay? But in the last days, we're going to learn that we're the children of Israel. Okay? And that's what it's about. That's what I'm learning for. Just to tell you. Who knows?
Have you read the whole thing?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, this book right here was taken out of the Bible. So this is just the Old and the New Testament. Called the Apocrypha. The Apocrypha is just small books that were taken out of the Bible, but it ties into history. It tells you about the Greek captivity, because when you learn about Israel, Israel went into slavery in Egypt. They went in slavery to the Assyrians. They went in slavery to the Philistines. They went in slavery multiple times. But this shows the so-called white man putting them in slavery, and why a lot of people today don't know who the Jews are. That's why when you look at the Jews today, you think they're all white. But through Greek captivity, he made it illegal to say you were an Israelite. To follow the law, he made it illegal. That's why a lot of the people today who are on the side by it, who are Negro, West Indians, Haitians, Dominicans, Guatemala, and this is just a rough sketch, because we're in all lands. You don't see anybody from Italy on this. You don't see the Congo. But the Lord said his children are in all lands. And how are you going to know? You're going to know through the Spirit. Okay? That's what I wanted to share with you. You go to school. So you have a blessed day at school, all right? But make sure you read the Bible. Because no one's going to tell you that. Well, the thing is, too, when it comes to all of that, it's really learning. You got to really learn the Bible. For example, right? If I asked you, who did he die for? Who would you say? All people, right? Well, let me read this to you. This is Matthew 1:21, okay? Because a lot of people think that. They think they know God, but they don't. This is why. They struggle with their sin. Matthew 1:21. It says, "You shall bring forth the Son, thou shalt find him in Egypt, for he shall save these people from their sin." So what's this? Who's his people? Everybody, right? That's what you say? Now look at this. Next chapter. Chapter 2, verse 6. "Thou Bethlehem, of the land of Judah, but not for the prince of for out of you shall come a governor," talking about Jesus, "that shall rule my people Israel." Israel. Israel. What you're going to learn about Jacob. "Thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel. For as a prince has thou power with God over men as the judge." So Jacob, you got Abraham, you got Isaac. Okay? Isaac had two sons. He had Jacob and Esau. Jacob, he just went to the main chance of Israel. Jacob had skins. He turned into tribes. Out of those tribes, you got people like us. Years later, years down the line, right? So what I'm basically telling you is, You might not be Israel. What I'm trying to say is salvation, that's what everybody knows the Bible because they want to be saved. They know something's coming. They feel it. Because this world is wicked and how old are you? You're 18, you're young. But your generation, my generation, are two different things. During my generation, gang banging and selling drugs was a problem. Now it's like homosexuality is a problem. But that's because there's an evil man in rulership. A lot of the ideas that you have, what influence in your head, why they devil. Okay? A lot of the things that happen to me, the same thing. All were programmed to behave a certain way. But this is how we get washed out of it. You gotta learn the scriptures. You gotta know that. First of all, this book is only for Israel. So by hearing this, you're gonna think, salvation is for Israel. You're not gonna be saved. If not, you might as well do whatever the hell you want. But salvation is not for Israel. For example, let's jump over here. Right? And I know you gotta go to school. From the Matthew 10 and 5, these words, Jesus faced before. He commanded them. He says, go not into the way of the Gentiles. He said, don't go to those Gentiles. Go not into the way of the Gentiles? So this means don't go talk to people who are not Israel, who are not from the same nation. Because we just read in 1:21 to come save his people. Then we read in Matthew 2 and 6, his people is Israel. Then we went to Genesis and found out Jacob was Israel. So the Lord came out of this tribe right here called Judah. Okay? He's a Jew. Jesus was a Jew, right? Jew is short for Judah. He came out of this nation. This is his tribe. I'm coming to save his people because Moses gave his people all stuff commandments in the book of Deuteronomy. We need to follow the laws, statutes, and commandments. We want to follow the gods of everybody else's way. And therefore the Lord punishes us. I mean, punish us. He let other nations rule over us. He took down 70 AD, that's when the Lord got crucified. That's when the temple fell. Was people scattered into Africa, the Israelites, escaping Roman persecution. Okay? Then from there, they got put into the transatlantic slavery. Okay? Further scattering, fulfilling prophecy. Okay? Now he's saying here, go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans, into you not. When you read about the Samaritans north of Judea, the people that were in there were considered Gentiles. They weren't real Israelites. Okay? So he's telling you, don't go to them. That's what else he says. But go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. The lost sheep of the house of Israel. Okay? Which is basically, who's the lost sheep? Right? That's what you're asking, right? I know you're thinking about it, but you don't want to ask it. But this is where you ask, okay? Because you're gonna go to school, they're not gonna be talking about the Lord.
They do. And if you try it, then it's try it.
Well, because this world is evil. They're blind. My people have been lost. My people. As you go, preach, saying the kingdom of heaven is at hand. What's the kingdom of heaven? The kingdom of heaven up there. It's way up there.
No, obviously, we don't know what it is, but people say it is up there, right?
See, but who said that? You gotta see, we want to get back. We want to shine the light and get through the darkness and shine the light. Who's telling all these damn lies? Who's saying salvation is for everybody? Because look what that. This is out of the Lord's mouth himself, right? You go to the book of John, chapter 4, right? And verse number 22. It says, ye worship ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews. Because during the time, Jews only represent Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. But these 10 tribes before, they got scattered, and they say they don't know where they went, but they came over here to America. And we're talking about these different Latino tribes and the Native Americans. Okay? They all go back to the same person, which is Jacob. All right? And this is what this Bible is about. It's all about the reunification of Israel with their power. Jesus Christ, as they call him. Now, his name is not Jesus, by the way. Those are pretty cool. What are those? Golf shoes?
I have no idea. My mom probably is gonna have to ask me from to get them.
That's good. But let me share this one more with you. Okay? The book of Matthew 15 and 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost. Look at that. This is bad letter. This is what goes with it. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. That's all he said. He said he died. His blood was a sacrifice because the children of Israel were given law, statutes, and commandments. They were given an animal sacrifice to repent. Okay? But that was like a foreshadowing of our Lord and Savior to come back and die. And he walked in the law, statutes, and commandments perfectly, making him unblemished, making him to be a perfect sacrifice for his people. Everyone wasn't given the law, statutes, and commandments. This is the point. This is where the confusion comes. Because not everyone thinks salvation is free. And that's where the confusion lies. Okay? But the Lord's coming to bring a sword to let our people know that salvation is only coming to them. That the oppressors, whoever called your land Dominic, DRC, okay, that was given by the so-called white man, okay? What did you do? Salvation is of the Jews. But in that context, you got to get the understanding. You can't just read it and be like, okay, well, is this salvation? No, you got to, what does it mean by that? These are the thoughts that this is how you seek the Lord. And the more you seek him, it's only the provoked thought for you to seek him yourself. And then the answers that you desperately are looking for, you're going to answer those questions. It's all written here in this Bible. It's all written here in this Bible. Yeah, we know that homosexuality is a sin, but all sin brings forth death. Okay? What you need to know is that you're living in the last days. So if you can be as holy as you possibly could be, then you need to watch out. Right now, there's a lot of diseases going out there, man. I just read in Houston, the majority of people in Houston got different sexual diseases. And that's a trend. That's because of the different homosexuality. Sins against the Lord. That's what he does. He calls these sins to come out. And this is how he judges people. Because they ain't following the law, statutes, and commandments. This is supposed to be a hedge around you to keep you protected in this matter. A lot of people ain't following these laws. And the Lord controls everything. Okay? He controls if you're going to go off so he can destroy you. So this is why you want to get on this good path as fast as possible so you don't destroy you, because he's in control of everything. He's putting these thoughts in your mind. And if he made you stop today, he probably loves you. You probably might be one of his children.
Actually, I knew I was going to stop. I wanted to keep going because
not everyone stops. I talk to people all the time. Not everyone stops. So that's what I'm saying. So not even just because of the sign. Like I said, his children are all over the world. And he probably just wanted to share that with you to seek him. To learn a little something new. We read Matthew. Go look for yourself. Go pick your Bible. Read Matthew 1 and 21. Go read some commentary. Why does he say he's only here for the lost sheep of the house of Israel? Well, somebody told me. This black guy sitting on the corner told me that it's because he came from the nation of Israel and salvation is only for Israel. Okay? And his lost sheep is actually talking about the rest of the 10 tribes. And everybody that doesn't know that they're who they truly are. Because the Lord made 18 nations. And none of them say Congo. None of them say white, black, Native American. That's not in the Bible. Yeah, go to school. Nice meeting you. I do appreciate it. Yes. You have a good day. Hey, that's all right. Nice meeting you. right, well, with that, I'm gonna end it right there. Lord willing, that was edifying. And I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makakwadash. Shalom, brothers.